Hi guys, this is LaChef from Scarlet Moon Creations, and I'm back with my Ostara Witchathon TBR. So, it's been a while. Um, there was no, regrettably, Yule Witchathon, and this is one of only two readathons that I do TBRs for, because I am shit at doing TBRs. I'm a mood reader in the sense that if I think of a book and it fits the current mood and that's not what I had planned to read, and I can get it, then that's what I'll read. So yeah, super glad that we are back for the spring equinox. Thank you to Rhiannon at Crescent Moon Reads. Link down to their announcement video for this round of Witchathon in my description below. But yeah, let's get started. The prompts, as always, are awesome. I was a little worried I wouldn't be able to do this because I didn't notice that the prompts had gone out until about a week or two ago, and I have still got a ton of library books out. So let's get this party started. Prompt number 1. Spring means rain. Pick a book that involves water on the cover and the title or as part of the story. And the book I've picked to finish for this is Frost Heart. This is the American cover. Voyage of the Frost Heart is the full title for Americans, and it's by Jamie Littler. This is a middle grade book. I had picked this up to read last December during Believeathon. I think this was the group book. Believeathon was a readathon to read children's and or middle grade books, and it was run by Gavin Hetherington. There is a round 2 coming up. I saw the announcements. I don't know if I'll participate, but yeah. I did not get to this in time, and then I've just been renewing it because it sounded interesting, but my mood changed. So, Frost Heart. Frost is frozen water. This takes place in a frozen world. There is basically we follow Ash, who is an orphan in his town, but he's different. He winds up going on some sort of quest adventure into the frozen lands, and yeah. So it started off interesting. It's 400 and something pages, but there's lots of artwork, and it's a children. It's, middle grade, so not too densely packed with text. I am looking forward to this. I said finish it because I've read 44 pages, so not much in the scheme of things, like a tenth of the book, basically. Next up, Ostara is a sabbat of rebirth and accepting oneself. As trans is often an experience of rebirth, and you are to choose a book with a trans main character. Non-binary characters count for this, as well as a couple of others I don't remember. I couldn't fit that on my page here, my spread for my bullet journal. And I don't have the book yet, but it is on its way, and that is I Wish You All the Best. And this is a book about, I believe, a young teenage boy who is questioning his identity and a non-binary main character. I don't know a lot about this book. I know it was very popular in BookTube, I think, last year. This is a YA contemporary novel that always sounded interesting, and I really wanted to check it out, so yes. My other option for this prompt was actually Pet, which does include a trans main character, but it's not on its way yet, so if it happens to come during the week, I might read that too. So, yeah. Next prompt. Pan is a god of spring, wildness, and nature. Select a book where the theme of survival in nature is prominent. This is difficult. Out of all my prompts, this is the one that might not be met. I also might be pushing it with the book that I'm choosing, but I'm going to read the Wonderful Wizard of Oz. So this is the complete collection of Oz Volume 1. Now, the complete collection has like 9 volumes, I think, 3 stories in each. The Wonderful Wizard of Oz is the first story, the one that we all know. I've never read it. Again, picked this up for Believe-A-Thon and never got around to it, but I do want to because I've never read the Oz books. So this, I'll be reading 1/3 of this volume, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, which is about 200 pages. 181, yeah. 181 pages. Wizard of Oz, if you don't know, is an American classic. Dorothy is a girl growing up on a farm in Kansas, and there's not a lot happening. It's very boring, very gray and brown. And then one day a tornado sweeps in and pulls her and her dog Toto up into the twister and with the house, and they land in Oz, and Dorothy's adventures begin from there. Like, you guys should know the story, but just in case, that's what it is. Like I said, I've never read it. I've seen the movies and TV shows and all kinds of other adaptations, but never actually read this, so why not? And there's witches in here. The witch of the Glenda the Good Witch and the Wicked Witch of the West, so appropriate for Witchathon. Next up, prompt 4. The light is coming back this season. Let it lighten your load. Choose a novella. Now, technically, I've already picked like 2 novellas. The Wonderful Wizard of Oz and Pet, if I get around to it, could fit as, but I decided to go with not this whole thing. This is another like anthology, Arcanum Unbound, the Cosmere collection. It's a collection of novellas, of short stories by Brandon Sanderson set in the Cosmere. Now, I'm currently participating in Cosmere along, and it is that time to start reading the short stories from the Cellish system. I read Elantris last year, so that part was already done. Emperor's Soul is the first novella, and The Hope of Elantris is the second. Now, I don't know which one I'll get to, but they're both very short novellas. Emperor's Soul is, where are the page numbers? 21 to 124. So like 101 pages. The Hope of Elantris, though. Ugh. Let's see. Oh, Hope of Elantris is even shorter. Good lord. 147. Yeah, it's only 20 pages. So, if nothing else, I'm reading The Hope of Elantris for that prompt. Prompt number 5. Ostara brings color to the natural world. Read a graphic novel. And the one I've picked actually recently came in from my library because I've always got a graphic novel coming in now. Saga Volume 2. I read Volume 1 last year during Blackathon and wanted to read Volume 2 during Blackathon this year, but didn't come until just now, so perfect fit for Witchathon. I loved Volume 1, and I just from that, I know why everyone is obsessed with this graphic novel series. Prompt number 6 is one of the experiential prompts that Rhiannon puts in every Witchathon, and that is to plant a seed of some kind and begin tending to it. I always make that plan. Anyway, so this fits at some point this week before Witchathon starts. I will probably go out and buy seeds. Hopefully, if not, it'll happen over the weekend, the first couple of days of Witchathon, and I will plant. And you will see this during my weekly vlogs. The last prompt is to read the group book, which is The Black God's Drum by P. Jelly Clark. I don't know if I pronounced that properly. Jelly Clark. No clue. But anyway, I've never heard of this, but apparently it's about a young girl who winds up working with the power of Oya, who is a Orisha, and an Orisha of storms and winds, and this could fit the prompt number 1 as well, this book. Pick a book that involves water. This is also a novella, so prompt number 4, it fits as well. I ordered it finally from the library. I had been searching and searching and searching, and it wasn't coming up, and I live in New York City, and this is like the first time I've looked for a book in the library catalog and not found it, and I was just dumbfounded and aghast and not sure what to do because I'm not buying books. So between this and the prompt number 2, and then the prompts number 2 and 3, I wasn't sure if I should even participate because that would be half the prompts, and yeah. But I was finally able to put together enough search keywords for, the New York Public Library to figure out what I wanted, and it was there, and it's on its way. It's in transit to me, so I will get it in time for Witchathon. What else do I have to say? Oh, so the vlogs. I usually do 2 vlogs for Witchathon. I'm not going to do 2 Witchathon specific vlogs. I now do weekly just like life vlogs, which often include reading updates. Sometimes that's the majority of the vlog, and probably that's what will happen during this time frame. So look out for those vlogs. We'll do a wrap-up video as well, and yeah, other than this, soon you will be getting my Zodiacathon Dark Edition TBR video, so please subscribe, like this video if you liked it. You can follow me on my social media, Instagram, Twitter, and Goodreads in the description down below. And let me know if you're participating in this Ostara Witchathon round. Let me know what you're reading. Have you read any of these? What do you think? Obviously, I haven't read any of them, and I'm really bad at my descriptions before reading, so sorry, but yeah, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.